A social security number is also important because it can be used to apply for like a credit card. It can also be used to apply for loans. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naya, and on this channel I give tips for prospective and current international students in the US. So in today's video I am going to be talking about how to get an SSN or a social security number as an international student in the US. So first of all, what is an SSN? The social security number is a 9-digit number that is issued to permanent residents and citizens in the US. Everyone's SSN is unique to them and no one's SSN is the same. A social security number is also important because it can be used to apply for like a credit card. It can also be used to apply for loans. It can be used when you want to file for your taxes. So it's really important. If you want to apply for a lot of things in the US, they ask you for your SSN. However, international students do not actually get issued an SSN because they are on like a non-immigrant visa and because they are not allowed to work in the US. As an international student, there are ways you can be able to get an SSN, and that's what I'm going to be talking about for the rest of the video. To be able to get an SSN, you have to show proof of employment, and the first way to show this is by finding a job on your campus. Now, like I mentioned before, as an international student, you're not allowed to work in the US. However, you are allowed to work on your campus. So if you find a job on your campus, you can be able to get a proof of employment and be able to be issued an SSN. Finding a job on campus might be hard, but the ways you can go about this is like you can go to the career center in your school and ask them if there are like any open positions in the school. You can go to the school library and check if there are any open positions. Also go to the school dining and check if there are any open positions, because these are kind of like the places where you can be able to get a job as an international student in your school. The second way you can be able to get your SSN is through your CPT. So for those who don't know, the CPT means the curricular practical training. It's sort of an EAD, which is an employment authorization document. The CPT allows you to be able to work while in school. So a lot of us, me personally, I actually use my CPT for my internship. So all the times that I did internships in school, it was my CPT that I used to work during those periods. If you want to use your CPT, you get a job, you find an internship. After that, you'll be able to apply for your SSN, because to be able to legally work, you have to have your SSN because you have to use it to like file your taxes. So the CPT is the second way you can be legally able to get your SSN, because it gives you a proof of employment. The third way to be able to get your SSN is through your OPT. And just like the CPT, the OPT is optional practical training. So the OPT, you can also be able to use it to work while in school. But the thing is, personally, I wouldn't advise anyone to use their OPT to work while in school, because that means after school you won't be able to have any form of employment authorization to be able to work after school, which is after your graduation. A lot of international students, what they do is they use their CPT to work while they're in school for internship, and then upon graduation they use their OPT. If you're in non-STEM, so that's science, technology, engineering and math, you get only 1 year of OPT, and if you're in STEM, you get 1 year of OPT with extra 2 years. So that's like in total 3 years of OPT to be able to use and work. And of course, like I mentioned, OPT is the third way to be able to get your SSN. So if you have your OPT, you can be able to, have a proof of employment. And when you have a proof of employment, you can be able to apply for your social security number. So the way you can be able to get your SSN is by going to the SSA website. So that's the Social Security Administration website. You go to their website, they are going to ask for, like, of course, proof of employment, which is what you're going to get if you have a job, which is like your job on campus or your CPT or OPT. They're going to ask for other documents. You're going to need a letter from your DSO, that's your designated school official, identifying that you are like a current student in that school. Then they're going to need like your proof of identity. So this is going to be like your international passport. They're also going to need your birth certificate. So by the time you get all the documents required, just go to their website and check how to get an SSN for international students. Go to their website, get all the documents that are required there, and be able to apply, and you're able to get your SSN. I had my SSN right from my freshman year. I did a video on TikTok and on Instagram where I was talking about getting to the US. One of the things you should do in like your first year is to get an SSN, and a lot of people were like, what do you mean international students can't have SSN? No, I was an F1 student and I was able to have an SSN literally like the first week after my arrival on campus. And it wasn't just me, like my friends that I also went to school with, we all had SSN from like literally the very first week that we arrived on campus. So these are the ways you can be able to get your SSN. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, because I have also had a lot of DMs on Instagram and people asking me if you're able to get an SSN as an international student. Yes, you can. You just need to be able to show proof of employment. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Leave a comment on what videos you'd like to see next, and I will see you guys next time.